And there we go. And it says real live. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our auction. Pardon the mess behind me. I know it looks awful, but that's where I'm in my room where everything is stored. So that's kind of what I have to deal with. I probably should put something up behind me, or a different background, but I understand putting up these backgrounds sometimes can cause some weird problems. So, um, anyway, let's start with the usual spiel. We're here in Northwest Vermont, and about an hour from the Canadian border, about 2 hours from Montreal, and about 35 minutes or so from the city of Burlington, and about the same, maybe a little more to the capital of Montpelier. So um, we have had pretty good winter as far as snow goes. We're getting it, and we're getting about 3 to 5 inches tomorrow. Not unusual for March, actually, for us. So we'll see how it goes. It's the winter advisory, they call it up here. Down south, they call it a disaster, I guess. But up here, it's just yeah. So you just got to be careful when you're driving. That's all. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. I considering switching to Thursdays permanently in the future. I haven't decided yet, but that's kind of where I'm leaning. Um, Not sure why. It just seems to work better sometimes, and I always seem to have something that comes up on Wednesdays for something else, like for family or church or something. So anyway, so that's kind of where we are, and let's see what else. Okay, now let's go through the other spiel. Okay, so if you're new, please email me. I put my emails on the bottom of the screen here, flashing by, and it's also in the chat. Yeah, so please send me your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping and PayPal information. I use PayPal for invoices, and I use Pirate Ship to calculate the shipping. So that's not too bad. Pirate Ship is really good. And lately, UPS has been beating out the post office, which is interesting. Not a lot by sometimes. Sometimes there's only a few pennies, so don't bother with that because the post office is much, much closer to me than UPS is. But so, if there's I'll give you the cheapest rate, regardless where I ship it from. So, anyway, we do bidding in $1 or more increments up to $10, and after that, it's $2 or more increments, and that's kind of your choice. Once I post sold in the chat, bidding is closed. I try to remember to put sold on the screen. If I don't, I haven't been doing it lately, but I'm going to try and do it tonight. I also try to put the starting bid up on the screen. I don't think I'm doing any buy it nows tonight. No, I can't think of anything right now off the top of my head, but no, I could be doing that. And I don't do usually multiple items most nights, but I always put it there in the comments just in case I change my mind. I do have some silver and some gold plated items tonight. No solid gold or no gold items in the sense of significant gold. I just usually gold plating or gold electroplate. So I'll let you know about those and give you the best information I can on that, and whether I've tested it or not, which I probably haven't lately, but just kind of crazy. So that's where it is. So what we're doing tonight, mostly, I can't say it's going to be mostly jewelry. It's going to be about half and half, I think. I've got some toys. I've got, I think only one article of clothing, which we'll see if anybody's interested. I have some household items, I guess you'd call them, maybe. Some collectibles, that kind of stuff. And I might be able to come up with some ephemera if anybody's interested in ephemera. I do have some within reach, so I can throw some stuff out there if anybody's interested. Let me see, what else? I know I'm forgetting something here. I showed a lot of stuff last week, and if there's anything you saw last week that you didn't email me about and you want to see something back, or you have something you're interested in that I maybe not have on my queue of showing tonight, but I might have, please let me know in the chat or by email, and I will definitely try to do what I can to give you something that you're interested in. Like for example, I have a lot of music boxes, but I'm not planning on showing any tonight. I have 45s and a lot of 45 records, and I have a lot of LPs. I have vintage magazines and vintage newspapers, and I have sports cards. I think and magazine. Let's see, Think of what else here. That's within reach or within the room here. You can get some stuffed animals and things like that, stuffed, toys, that kind of thing. Various collectibles. So, and a lot of glassware. I have some Fire King stuff that we'll be seeing. Fiestaware tonight. Some Fire King I have within reach if anybody's interested in Fire King. So I do have a rather pretty interesting mix of stuff and some interesting glass pieces and things like that. You'll see a couple tonight, I think. So I also have a ton of like polished stones and some fossils, I think, still, and a few other things like that. And various rough minerals, I guess you'd call them, for people who like to collect minerals. I have a box of it right there next to me, so let me know. I think we'll get started. Oh, and if anybody joining late, if you happen to see me you can, if you go back and you see something in the beginning that maybe I posted but didn't sell, just email me or mention it in the chat, and we'll bring it back up and show it to you. So not a problem. Okay, I think that's it. I hope that's it. We'll see. All right, I'm going to drop. No, I'll leave the banner running for now, as long as it's not impeding anything. I do need to switch cameras though, because I generally show you stuff from my other camera, which is on the table, which is a lot easier to show things on. And so you can see that. And I've got I use a dark cloth. I found that works better when I'm showing anything that's reflective, especially jewelry, things like that. So, and also new camera tonight. I did mention that. I thought you'll see there. That is the camera that's on the table is brand new, and I can zoom and things like that with it, which is kind of cool. We'll see if they have to do that or not. And also, that is the microphone I'm using tonight. So I'm hoping you can hear me okay. I'm according to the thing on the side here, it says I am picking my voice up pretty well. So I'm hoping that's true. I'm hoping that you can hear me well. And we will continue. So first thing that we have here is a cute little sign here. I think it's just a repro of an old sign. It actually came from Hobby Lobby, it looks like, from the back, sticker on the back. And it says, laundry services, training available, help wanted. Just a cute little sign. It's got the hangers on the back here that can hang it on the wall. So, let me post this in the chat here. Laundry sign. We'll start this at $5. Anybody's interested? I don't know if that's something you can still get at Hobby Lobby, but I've got one here, and if you're interested, there it is for $5. Okay. I'm running the wood stove today because we've been racking cooler temperatures, as I heard. You heard me, maybe didn't hear me say, but we're getting snow tomorrow. Temperatures in the 30s, it's not bad. But when I'm running the wood stove, it tends to make really dry in the house, and there's not much I can do about that, except drink a lot of liquid. And we do have a kettle of water on the wood stove to try and humidify the house. So, and we get these. What we've been getting lately are these. I'm hoping they don't show up on screen here, but we're getting these little ladybugs. Are drive me crazy sometimes. They're not real ladybugs. They're these Asian ones, or some people actually I've seen them call them harlequin. I've never seen that before until this year, so they call them harlequin bugs. They look like a ladybug, but they're not, and they have a distinctive mark on them that you can tell them the difference between them and a ladybug. They have I think it's, if I'm getting it right, they have like an M shape on the head, and that's not a ladybug. That is these Asian bugs. So. Okay, let's see. Let's grab our first. I'm not going to call this jewelry, this next item, but it is. Well, you know what? If you wanted to, you could do what you want with it. We'll see how it goes here. Okay, now I'm going to pass on this laundry sign. And if you're out there, please drop a hello in the chat. Don't be shy. I know there are a lot of people that like the lurkers, and that's okay. But saying hello. Okay, so this is set up as a key ring, but you know, you could make this into whatever you want. I want to do this my new camera. I've been working with positioning of it here. It's got some nice features that I can take advantage of here. Okay, so it's interesting. Let me get that over this way more. So, yeah. Sorry, just trying to maximize the efficiency here. And I'm waiting to see how well it does with jewelry. I really haven't done. This is my first live stream with this camera, so I'm hoping it doesn't. It still has the issue, I think, with being too bright, overcompensating for brightness. So I got to turn my lights down sometimes to make it happy. So, but it does seem to focus pretty quickly, I notice. So, but you notice when I block this light, see when I block that light, it does briefly show the thing the way it really should be showing it. I wonder if shutting this light off will help. Not really. Okay. So I think what I'm going to have to do with this in the future, and maybe I'm going to experiment with something briefly here. Give me a second. See if putting a... Yeah, that helps a little bit. That. Okay. So what is a key ring or pendant? I think you can do, if you want to make your own pendant with that from it, you can. It's currently set up as a key ring, but we're going to start this at $4. Okay, and interesting. Yeah. So if I bring this up closer, you'll see on my hand. It's got little rhinestones in it, looks like. It's quite decorative. Did not see any markings on the back. Well, I don't believe it's silver. It's too light. But you can use it for whatever you want. But like I said, it could be a pendant if you wanted. It uses just a simple split ring, for the key ring, so it's easy to. Oh, excuse me. There it is. Huh. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. All right. Let's see, let's get to the next item here. Yeah, let's go with a B. This is a non-battery powered toy. Actually, all right, let's pass on this. And bring the camera up. So we have, let me bring the camera up. I think I can't zoom out. I think I'm zoomed out as far as I can go. So let me back. There we go. Oh, crooked. My camera's crooked. Let me level it up here a second. Did that make any better? Nope, not really. I'm trying to get at the level here. Not really. All right. We'll just deal with it being a little crooked. Okay, so this is an M dispenser. And we'll start this at, I'm going to give you a really good deal on this, I think. If anybody's out there, we'll start this at $8. And it's not brand new, but the way here's the opening in the back where you fill it up. And it's pretty much just a little, gravity feed tray here. But it does have a button on top. Oh, you can't see that. There's a little button on top that dispenses. Opens the little drawer in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So you open it up, dispenses the candy. So anybody interested in a little M&M joy? You're going to put any of your favorite kind, the regular chocolate ones, the peanut ones, the caramel ones. Oh, what's the other kind they have? There's a bunch of different ones, but they have a bunch. And there they are. Excuse me. There you go. Do one more thing. I'm going to check here on my other screen. Give me a second. I'm just checking the lag too here. I want to make sure I was having a problem. And okay. Yeah, it looks like it's working. So that's good. Okay, and let me just do a quick test here. 1, 2, 3. Looks like about an 8 to 9 second delay. Not too bad, not too bad. But okay, now interested in the dispenser. Excuse me, like I said, I've been sipping water a lot tonight. Okay, maybe we'll pass on that. No interest in the M&M's dispenser. Hope everybody out there that's out there watching either now or later is doing well. Okay, let's go with our next. Let's go with some jewelry. Let's get this off the screen. Yeah, let's do a pair of earrings. These are brand new earrings. I'm looking for my display here. Give me a second. So I think I don't have them on a card, so it'd be easier just to put them on display. You can see them, and then here's where I get to try my zoom. Zoom in. Oh, and this is where I ran into problems with this thing. Okay, my zoom does work, but it does it messes up my light. My light isn't happy with the zoom, so it does a thing where it changes the color of the light. So I think that actually it's better to have that light gone. I think I may just have to leave that light off and see if this is going to work for us. But there they are. I don't know if these. Let me check them real quick. They feel cold to the touch, but I can't tell if they're glass or not, or stone. I'm going to say probably glass. So I'm going to call these the green globe earrings. We'll start these at, oh shoot, what did she say? What did I do with that little slip of paper? $6. That's what it is. I think it's just a silver plate or silver tone. So we'll start these at $6. If there's any interest, they are shepherd's hook. They have a little keeper on the back. I did not see any markings on them. There they are. Actually, it shows up pretty good on that black. I'm impressed, actually. I think this new camera is going to be much better. Yeah, you are seeing some reflections from the ceiling light, so, you know, I can't be too much about that, but it's not really white. They're just they are a solid green. But okay. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff tonight. If any luck, if things are going, you know, and I'm feeling up to it, we will go. We may go beyond 10 o'clock and to 10:30 or so. We'll see how things go for me and for the evening. But like I said, it's going to be a mixture of jewelry and some other things, and I have some various toys that I'm going to show tonight. I dug into my stuff I have that is kind of in storage. That was in the room here that was buried, and I said, "Oh, this stuff's got to come out. We got to do something with this." So you're going to see some of that tonight. Some of this may be stuff I showed 2 years ago, maybe in auctions. I honestly don't know. Don't recall. So, but yeah. So this next one I'm going to show. Oh, okay. All right. No interest in the earrings. That's fine. We will pass on those. And not that. Okay. So let me zoom back out. Let's see if this will stay standing up. Maybe I'll just lean it back. No, that's going to be too much glare. So let's bring it up. There. Okay, City Heroes. I guess the box just doesn't want to stay standing, so I'll have to hang on to it. So you see it says ages 6 to 14. This is for the block tech. I guess that's a similar to like Legos characters, I suspect. I would not say that for sure, but it says there's 8 characters in there. And it's brand new, as you can see in the box. And this one has various... Let's see if I can get this standing long enough so I can type. Oh, I guess not. I'll type one-handed. So I'm going to have to do it that way. Block. Tech. City Heroes. We'll start this at $6. Is any interest in that toy? And I'm trying to get it so it doesn't have the glare on it too much. We can see the different characters. There's 8 in there altogether, and you can see the picture of each of them here along the corner. They're all on the side and the bottom there. Which ones they are? Well, this thing's standing up now. So that is what we have. That I'll move that up there for a minute while I grab the next item. And I think I'll go with a necklace here. I think. Ooh, not with that one. And this one's up. Some of the jewelry I have tonight is brand new jewelry. So that'll be an interesting scene to see how it goes. There. Okay. I'm going to put this one on this display. So bear with me while I leave that one up here for a minute and set this up on the display so you can see it better rather than laying it flat. We'll see if that's going to work here. I'll try and lay it out. Okay. Okay, we're going to pass on this. And the other side. And we have a necklace. Bring the camera up. And we'll zoom in on that. So there's that necklace. And this is by a company called Pilgrim. It's a Danish design. Still has a tag on it. So this is I want to call this a Pilgrim necklace. Let's see. We're going to call this. Yeah, let's call this a Pilgrim necklace. With star. It's just a description that so I'll know if somebody is interested in. I know which one I'm talking about. And we'll start this at $8. So let me bring it up. Let me take it off of here, and you can show you that it still has the tags. The company Pilgrim, Danish design, and there's the UPC code. There's no price on it. It's just, I like to show it against flesh tone so you get a better idea of what it really looks like. You see, there's kind of a yellow accent in the in some of the beads on there, and it has an extender chain. And I would say it's even with the extender chain, it's about 16, maybe 17. And there's the name on the end of the extender chain as well. And it's a lobster claw style clasp. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to mute for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, we will pass on this. And turn off the screen. Okay, what to do next? Any interest in... Oh, let's do this. I'll get right here. This always... I had a redone like desktop piece like similar to this last week. And here's another one. This one just says "Be brave" on one side, and the other side says "Work hard." I think it's just a thing of best. And I'm thinking, a good gift for your students out there, maybe put on their desk. Well, for somebody who's running their own business, that kind of thing. Just to encourage them a little bit. Sorry, I'm making noise hitting my plastic. So I'm just going to call this the Ray Dunn Brave desktop. And we'll start this at $5. And I can tell, like I said, my camera's crooked. I'm doing the best I can here. Let me see if I can change it one more time. Let's see if that fixes it. Not really. I think it made it worse. New camera, new tripod. So, like I say, work hard on one side, be brave on the other. Okay. I want to check something else while I'm thinking of it. I don't see my other clipboard. There it is. From last week. I want to make sure I didn't, I'm not bringing up something I did last week. I don't always remember what I show, but I do write it down if I remember to. So, okay, I may or may not have shown it. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I can pick up the next piece of jewelry. So we did a necklace, we did earrings. I'm going to ring. Let's do a ring. I got some really interesting rings. And some of them are brand new. If I can open the package. And I'll have to take them off the package to get the sizing because maybe I can get it without it. Let's see. No, I'm going to have to take it off the package, which is easy anyway. This looks like to be about a size 7. So, yeah, so it's a size 7. So, all right, give me a second. I'm going to show that after this. Okay, I'm going to pass on this. Okay. Well, that'll be my desktop thing for time. Okay. I'm going to bring this up closer. Get some good focus. Here's the ring. And let me zoom back out a little bit. There. So, oops, I didn't take that off screen. Okay, so this is gold tone, and the little piece in there, it has, let me see if we can get that focus right. It has the little yellow crystals in there. There we go. Shows that pretty plainly. Sorry, my hands are not steady. But you can see that it falls right at the 7 mark. When I drop it on there. And I don't push it on, I just drop it on to see where it falls. A little bit of yellow stones in that one. And a little tiny yellow stone in the middle of that one. And so it sort of looks like that. Pardon my old fingers. That's where it is. And there's the bottom. So let's set this down like so. It's a size 7 gold tone ring with yellow. Yellow. We'll start this at, oh gosh, I forget what I was going to do with these. I didn't write it down. Probably didn't. Let's start these at let's say $6. So that's a size 7. It's interesting. What I see on my screen through StreamYard is different. I also have the screen on I have 2 screens going, and the other screen shows what you guys see, and that color looks better. So I think it may be just the way I have that screen adjusted. But there it is. There is a name inside. I think there's an inscription. I think it's from the manufacturer. That's all. No, it's a 5. I don't know what that is. S3 or 5.3. Gives you an idea of what's going on. Okay. Any interest in that? Not. We will go to something else. Let me move this manual out of the way. I don't want to drop on my foot. And if you're up there listening, please let me know if you can hear me. Okay. I really appreciate that. I'm using a new camera, and I'm using the microphone on the camera instead of my usual desktop microphone. And it seems to pick up my voice better than the other one. I think it does, at least according to the little signal here, signal strength thing. So, okay. Ring. Okay. Let's see. We've done enough with toys. Let's do a mug. This mug looks like I don't think it's ever been used. It looks brand new, so we're going to give it a shot here. Okay, we'll pass on the ring. Oh, I never put it up on the screen, but that's all right. Kind of, if you're listening, you're paying attention. You put that there. Okay, so we got a mug, LL Bean mug. Zoom out. And this is a little different shape than some mugs I've seen. It's a little wider and about the same depth, but just much further across. I think it's 4 inches across on top, and it's got this kind of a finish that looks like metal. The old kettles and stuff like that had that kind of a enamel finish. That's what it kind of looks like. And you can see the bottom is just really clean. And there's only writing on the one side. And the inside is spotless. Just spotless. So, what do I want for this? That's the question, huh? Let's start this at $6. Anybody interested in LL Bean or a big fan of LL Bean? I've been to their store in Maine, and as well as they have 2 stores in Maine, actually. They have the main store, the regular store, and then they have their returns. They have another building where all the things that are returned to LL Bean are put, and you get them at a discounted price. That's pretty cool. So they have a giant booth up in front of the big store because they were famous for their outdoor gear. And that's kind of what they became famous for. And it's a store, and it's really cool to go to in York, Maine. So, yep, I've been there. Cute little town. Nice place to visit. If you're in Maine, not a bad area to visit. You're also, when you're in that area, you can go visit the desert of Maine. It's in that same area. It's called that because what it looks like a desert in the middle of a forest. It's really quite interesting. And they give you a lot of history about how it got formed and things like that. I won't bore you with that, but that's what it's from. So I grew up in Maine, so I'm familiar with, I would say, a good portion of the state of Maine. It's a big state. You can fit all the other New England states inside the state of Maine. That's how big it is. Not as big as Alaska or Texas, but okay. No, interested in that. Oops, I didn't put that up on the screen. I keep forgetting to do that tonight. So, okay. Let me see what we're going to do for jewelry here. And this we'll do last time. We did a ring. So we haven't done earrings for a bit. I think let's do earrings again. We haven't done a bracelet either. Got this one. I got one bracelet. Excuse me. Oh, hang on. I gotta sneeze again here. Oh, sorry about that. I couldn't get to the mute button fast enough. Yeah, I don't know what brought that on. I guess I was in too much. I don't know. Trying to figure this piece out. This is a bracelet I'm going to show next, and it's brand new also. I'm just trying to untangle it a little bit here. It's a little bit untangled, but just not displaying well. Let's put it that way. Okay, we will pass on the mug. Okay, I have this same company, this Pilgrim company, have this bracelet. And it's got some really interesting charms. Fish, feathers, stars. This is one piece here that looks like a person, a superhero. I can't figure out if there's a specific theme to this thing or if they just put random pieces on here. But it's a bracelet, and like I say, it's still hanging off the thing with the tag and everything, and it does have the manufacturer's name right there on the Pilgrim. So we're going to call this a gold tone bracelet. I don't have too many bracelets tonight, so we're probably going to save it calling this gold tone multi charm bracelet. And we'll start this at, oh gosh, $6, I think. Excuse me. Boy, something all of a sudden tonight hit me. I'm getting all stuffed up. I'm not. I'm going to sneeze again, probably. I'm going to mute again for just a second. There, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with me tonight, but it's hitting me hard. Okay. All right. So I almost did this at 5 o'clock today. I thought about doing 5 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock. I came very close to doing it that way, but talked myself out of it. Let me see. Bracelet now. Oh, yeah, right. Let's go with a big item. I may have to switch cameras for this one. Yeah. Trying to set this down. I have a box I'm holding with a bunch of all my jewelry for tonight. I'm planning on showing. So, a couple of these things I'm showing tonight are a little too big to show, even with the setup here. And I need to open the box that it's in. Because this is a brand new item as well. So, okay. Oh, great. Side camera. My auto antivirus decided to run a smart scan all of a sudden. Let me stop that. Okay. Let's clear this off the screen and say pass on that. Set that aside. Yeah, I'm going to switch cameras. You get to see me briefly. But I think it's easier to show the item. But it's brand new in the box. Okay? Box says Coffee Time by Ben N Designs. Take it out of the packaging, although you just can't see what it is. It's a wall cap. Let me set this box aside here. Oops, what did I do here? And nice bubble wrap. And so there it is. A really, really nice little clock. Sorry, it's reflecting on the screen here. But it's electric, just this standard electric clock. It'll hang on the wall. And I want to set it on the table, but I don't think you're going to see all of it. I'll switch cameras back. Maybe you will. You'll see some of it. You'll see most of it, actually. It's not that bad. would be nice if I put it upright. And they're brand new. And so I'm calling this the, oops, let me get this out of the way here. This is the coffee clock. And we're going to start this at $10. Anybody interested? Put it right back in the box afterwards. It's a nice big piece of bubble wrap. I didn't think it would all show on there. That's why I put it in front of me, but actually not too bad. Ooh. That is one of the bigger items tonight. Other than the M&M dispenser we had at the beginning. Okay, let's see what we have for jewelry next time. I think I showed these last week, but I'm going to show them again. I think I'll hold on. I'll show them. I will show them later. I have some carrot earrings that are silver with gold in them. So we'll do this necklace next. I'm just setting it up here. Well, the clock is up there for you to look at, and I have two of them actually. So if you want one, if you want to give one as a gift, I do have a couple of them. Let me put this on the board. Again, a lot of the jewelry you're seeing tonight is brand new. Some is not, and I'll let you know. But no interest in the clock, that's fine. We'll hide that. Pass that away. Put that away. Before I get that piece of jewelry up. So I have on a leather cord a tiger eye on silver tone. Let me zoom in on that. And this is cold to the touch. So I'm assuming it's stone, but it's silver tone. And I'll show it up close in a bit here. Let me just put the clock away so it's not in my way. Cover that in its box. Okay. Yeah. All right. So there it is, and oh, let me put a price out there on the thing. Yeah, let's see. Tiger eye necklace. We'll start this at $8. And we'll bring it up close so you can see it better. You can see that. There's the back, and it's on this cord here. And I had it on the extender chain. So there's the extender chain and this lobster claw. And this was brand new in the bag. Brand new. Nice little filigree, I guess you call it, on the pendant. And it's on a leather cord. I could, for a little bit more, put it on a silver tone chain if you really don't like leather. But this is the way it came, so this is the way of showing it. Okay, let's see what we're going to bring up next as we move along here. They're almost done there through our first hour. I got some really odd stuff tonight. I have to tell you that. Odd in a good way, I guess. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's do this really odd little piece. Okay, no interest in the tiger eye necklace, so I'll pass on that. Anybody have a car? I have a quarter nickel thing from Yankee Candle. I think that's zoomed out again. There we go. And let's get rid of the necklace here. Hang on screen. I'm just going to call this the vent clip. It says it's Citrus Tango. We'll start this at $4. How's that sound? So as you can see, it's brand new and not sure. I gotta be careful what I'm doing there. Put things back in the right package. Maybe I did. Okay. We'll see what we can do for jewelry next. That's this. Earrings. We've done earrings. But this is a very simple piece. Got a little thing you clip on the vent of your car, and this is a little thing you activate it with. They even had a rub and sniff thing on the corner here to see what it was, and it tells you when to replace it. That's Citrus Tango, whatever that is. I have no idea. I really don't. Okay. Okay. Again, a lot of the jewelry I'm showing tonight is new. So, okay. I puts this stuff in. I'm trying to keep things somewhat organized here. Make sure I put things back where they belong. Okay. Oh, that's not there. That's not it. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oops. No. Okay. Oops, I didn't put that up on the screen, did I? Nope. No, bent clip. So, okay. No interest in that. That's okay. We'll pass on that. And how about some earrings? So it's apparently my wife said this is a moonstone. It's in the center of this on the silver tone piece. It's a little different than what you think for a clip. I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to put moonstone earrings. I'm going to start these at $6. I think that's what she said. Maybe, I don't know. That's what we'll do. I usually have it written down. I thought I did for this one. I can't find where I wrote it. I can't find where I wrote it. So, okay. And put that on the screen. Now, like I said, they're a little different. So they are like a shepherd's hook in the back, but they connect. So they have a little latch. Oops, let me get that on screen. There we go. Little focus. So you can see it. And that's the way they fasten. And what's nice is that, the back of the stone is clear, so any light will come through it, which is nice. I don't think there's any markings. These are brand new again. I didn't see any markings on this. But anyway, I unhook them so I can put them on this display. There they are. Well, that's up there. Figure out what to do next. Okay. Huh. Okay. Didn't find the bag it goes in. Finally. There were some earrings I was hoping to show tonight. They weren't new. They're vintage. I can't find the backs. I have to replace the backs on them. And it's been driving me crazy to try and find that all night. All evening I was looking for that container. I have all the backs. I have a huge assortment of replacement backs I could put on earrings. I just can't seem to find that one. Okay, no interest in those. We'll pass. Put this back in the bag. Like I said, they're brand new. Okay. All right, anybody into collectible glass pieces? Oh, that's showing up nicely. So let me see if I can spell this right. Oh, what happened here? I started typing something and something that was going someplace else. Here it is. And I knew I was spelling it wrong. I'm going to start this one at $14. Is there any interest in this? I did not see any kind of markings on the bottom. You can see there was some sticker residue from round sticker that was on there. I have found other people who have out there in eBay that are selling this. I did not find any damage on this that I know of. It's blown glass. So there it is. Like I said, you can see it's iridescent. It shows the color. And if you put it underneath a color light, it'll probably show up rather nicely. Okay. Well, we have that there, the peruse. I'm going to make a decision as to what to do next. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Try to keep things neat back here as much as I can. Not easy. Okay, no interested in the art class. Not sure somebody might be interested in that. Again, we don't know how many people we have really out there watching. I don't think we have a whole lot of people watching, but hard to tell. Sometimes, like, you can't go by the number that's on the screen necessarily. Some people, it doesn't register them. I've discovered when I go down there and watch somebody else, I don't see the counter go up. It's just really strange, I thought. Okay. Anyway, all right. I guess I should advertise more a little more. We will do that for next week. We will get our ad campaign out going on Facebook and a few other places. Probably re-show some of this stuff next week. Okay, no interest in the void. We'll pass on him, her, it. But we'll stick with the bird theme briefly here. And I'm going to show a cardinal pin. Oops. Let me see if I can type this in right. Pin. We're going to start this at $7. And this is made by Birds and Blooms. So, and you can see that easily on the back. I hope this new camera's working out for me. It does seem to be pretty good when I look at it on my screen. So, you see Bird Bloom. This was $19.99, limited edition. It says. So the pin sticks out just a little bit. So as I say, it has a minor stack effector. Definitely a cardinal. We get them. We have a cardinal pair that visits our feeder every day. It's kind of interesting to watch them. Sometimes he'll feed her, which is really cute. Okay. I think I'm just going to grab this next item, which is right in front of me. One more thing I got to do. My wife is a collector of things, and she realized recently that she had a duplicate. And she said, well, I don't really need two of them, so I'm going to show you the item that she had a duplicate of and see if anybody's interested. It's a cute one, and I have the original box too. Okay, no interest in this. We will pass. Put that pin on there. This is from Charming Tales. Back off a little bit. And yes, I do have the box somewhere here. Put the background here. I have the box that came in. So it will be shipped with the original box. It's called The Stockings Were Hung. So I'm just going to call this The Stockings. What did I say? This is Charming Tales with the box. And we're going to start this at $12. And that's a bargain, my wife says. So you go for twice that. This particular one does. So, very interested in Charming Tales. It's cute. See on the bottom, the stockings were hung. They're made by Fitz and Floyd. So those that are into collectibles know that name, apparently. This is 87 out of 110. Crafted for Charming Tales. I mean, China, but don't let that fool you. They are collectible. And this is my wife takes very good care of her stuff. So, always the only Christmas item you're going to see tonight, but thought I'd put it out there so you could see. And you can put that up on the screen. And now once up there, I'm going to consider the next item here. I think this is what I'm going to go with. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I guess nobody's a collector of these out there. My wife has quite a few of these on display. She's got them on display on a mantle shelf. So it's interesting. The mantle shelf is where I guess a fireplace, not really a fireplace, some kind of heating element before we bought the house was there. And they left the mantle, but whatever was there is gone, and or any evidence there was something was there is gone. So it's kind of an oddball thing, but it worked out handily for showing things, for displaying stuff. So, but, okay, we'll pass on this. Let's try a necklace. Put this guy back in his box in a minute. Put the necklace up. This is all working out for everybody. Let me zoom in. I think this is showing pretty well what it looks like. You can see the specs in it. And that is deliberate. This is what I call a goldstone necklace. And it's a blue gold, actually, let me more clarify. Blue goldstone necklace. We're starting this at $10. So I need to cure this turning tails thing first. So I don't forget to put it back in the box. Try to protect it. It'll end up on eBay. Just get the foam out of the package. It's always the hard part. It comes encased in foam. So, yeah. I think that's the way it goes. Yeah. Okay. Let me put that up there, and I'm going to show you. I want to see if this other light works here. Yeah. Okay. Try to get a little more light on it so you can see the bluish, and I'm going to put it on my hand here. And the interesting thing about this is the clasp on it. So it's this blue. There, oh, that shows nicely. You see the blue gold stone on that. These are cold to the touch, just so you know. Except the beads are not. The beads, I think, are acrylic. But the interesting thing about it is the clasp. And it appears to be silver. I did not test it. It may be silver or silver plated. It may not be. I'm not going to say it is one or the other. I'm just going to show you it, and you can decide for yourselves if you decide to purchase it. Hi, Patty. So, yeah. So that's the clasp. It's a very interesting clasp. I don't see too many of these in some of the stuff we've handled. They have little beads and the little tubes here. I did not try to clean this, and this is not new. This is not one of the new pieces we have tonight. So this is a vintage piece. I did comp it, kind of looked it out there, and it is considered a vintage piece. Over there. And the blues come out nicely on camera, which is good. I'm glad of that. So, but there we are. Oh, how long is it? Let me. There's no extender on this, so I am going to measure it with the tape measure that I just had in hand and give you a very precise measurement rather than doing the half thing. It looks to be, I'm going to say 15. 15, I would say. So, yeah, so I just took it and just ran it against my tape measure. I would say 15 inch. It could be I could be a little off on that, maybe a little longer, but it's at least 15. I typed the wrong thing. I hit the shift key on the one. So yeah, so it is not it doesn't have an extender. So that's it. You know, it's if I do the half thing, I think it's going to come out the same. Let's see here. Let's try it again. Yeah, it looks like 7 there, but again, it's curved. So I would say yeah, definitely 15. So okay. And the interesting thing about this piece is it doesn't matter. It doesn't have a front or a back. You can flip it. No matter which way you wear it, it's going to show the color correctly, which is kind of cool. Anyway, that reminds me, Patty. I should add you as a moderator. I've been around for a bit. Standard moderator. Not that you have to be, but to bid or anything, but it never hurts. Just in case so we get some unfriendly trolls out there. Okay. Oh, yes. No, they did not sell. Oh, I just had my hands on them. Hang on. What did I do? There. Let me bring them back up. Sure. I'll put them on the display here. They show, like I said, I'm really happy with this camera. I didn't expect this to work well, as with most cameras with black backgrounds, but they did. All right, let's pass on this guy. And oh, sorry, Marley, I just saw your thing. Oh yes, Marley, $10. Yeah, I see it. We'll say going once. We'll take care of it here. Going twice. Last call. So, Marley for $10. Thank you. Let me write that down because I'll probably forget. There it is. Okay. All right, let's go back to the earrings in the beginning here. I think these are the earrings you're talking about. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me get rid of this. No, let me get rid of that. No. Oh, too bright. I see the problem now. It's too bright. There we go. Too bright. So, yeah, okay. And I think it was, I want to say it was $6, I think. So, if you're interested in those. I don't know if they're stone or glass. And it's not. And I don't think it's silver. I think it's silver tone. It could be silver plate. It's a shepherd's hook. Get it off the display here. Sorry. You see, it's a shepherd's hook, and there's no markings on it. It is cold to the touch. And wrapped. So, yeah. I see your bid at $6. So we will say going once. So put them back where they belong. There we go. Going once. Going twice. Last call. That's probably the name right. For $6. Thank you. Let me put those in the bag. Your name on them. And what I've been doing, for those that just joined, I've been alternating between jewelry and other items. So put that up there, write it down. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and yes, I got that already. Yep. Okay. Good. All right. So let's see what we're going to do next. Oh my. I got a lot of toys. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do that now or late. I'd wait a little longer on some toys and stuff. All right, let's do the novelty one first. Marlene, you probably have seen this one because I put this up in a previous auction, and so okay, so it's not. There we go. And let me zoom out a little bit. New camera tonight, so I can do some fancier stuff with it. There we go. So what this is a dispenser, a candy dispenser, but they call it. It's a what's the name of it? Poop happens. It says you load these poopers up with candies, and they release piles of fun. And I think we will get. I've had this in the past. Like I said, I think I may have sold some of these already, but I don't think this one didn't sell. And I'm going to ask. Let me start this. I'm just gonna call this a candy dispenser. It does have the candy in there. I would not recommend eating it. I don't know how old this stuff is. I'll look up the date and see if I can tell you. We're going to start this at $6, and that's a good deal. I've seen these going for, well, at least I looked them up in the past. They sell them going for considerably more. I don't think they're around anymore. Like other than now, maybe on eBay. This is brand new in the package. Never been taken out. And let me see if it says a date on here somewhere. Yeah. Best before 12/2016. So these candies are just over 9 years. You go by December 2025. Just over a year and almost 10 years, but not quite. 9 years and 3 months past the expiration. But you still use them with something. And it shows you how it works. A little description of how you load it up. You could just put any kind of jelly bean in there, I think. They even give you the sugar content and the carbs and all that kind of stuff with the candy that's in there. Doggy deer, living pet candy dispenser. So, cutie, huh? So, yeah, this is working out pretty well, the background color. Thanks, Marlene, for that. And I'm using a new microphone on camera tonight. So I hope that's working out well. It should be stronger. It looks like this microphone seems to work better than what I was using. So I think that's a good thing. You hopefully can hear me clearly. The camera that I'm using right now has the microphone built into it. And I'm actually sitting about 2.5 feet away from it. 2 feet in that range, and it seems to be picking up my voice quite well. It's designed for conferencing and that kind of stuff, so it's probably designed to pick up really distances. So obviously assuming that people, and I just wanted to get a newer camera because I thought that other one just kept doing some weird things with lighting and things like that, so I didn't know what to do. So I invested in a new one. Okay, well, nobody wants that. That's okay. Like I say, novelty piece, right? Or a good gift item, or a good joke gift. Now, that would have been a great thing for those that do the thing at Christmas to Santa. where you get the, some cheap gift and they do a Santa swap, they call it. So that'd have been cool. All right, jewelry. That's right. I want to show these. I think I showed these a couple weeks back. I really do. Well, I wasn't 100% sure. So let me get a size on these, and then this was a size. This is a ring, a size 9. I'm going to show you on camera here. Let's bring it up this way. You see, it's a 9. And I'm going to bring it around. You can see it looks like a topaz almost in there. And the inside, I'm going to read it to you right now. And then it says 14K HGE. That's all it says. 14K HGE. Let me put it on a display here. What to do with it? There it is right in front of me. So you can see it. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. So 14K HGE marked size 9 ring. I don't. Yeah, say the stone looks like, I don't have a presidium to test. To test it, but it does have the appearance of a topaz-like stone. We're going to start this at let's say 12. I guess. I don't want to be too crazy on prices, but yeah, I mean, there's not that much gold in it. It's just gold plated, right? So there it is. I'm going to put it on my finger. It'll fit on my finger, I think, without any difficulty. So it fits on my pinky nicely. So this is size 9. So my wife says she can't wear it. It's too big. And there's this band on the back. Oh, wait, looks back. Now, you might be able to see the marking on it. I can't guarantee that. But there it is. That is what it is. I think I showed this ring a few auctions back. I wasn't sure, though. This is one of the items I wasn't sure if I'd shown this before or not. Okay. What are we going to do next? Okay. I don't think I'm seeing much interesting toys. And I am going to have one more toy I think I'll show. This one is usually a pretty popular item. For some reason, I don't know why. This next item, as far as toys go, we'll see if it's any interest in this. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Actually, I should leave that information up so I can tell you what it is. But, oops, sorry. Oh, Charming Tales did not. Yes, fine, Patty. Let's close out this one. Nobody seems to be interested, I think. So we'll pass on this and just get that off the screen. And sorry, thanks for pinging me. I'm trying to work too many things at the same time here. So okay. Sold to Patty. Let me write it down first. Charming Tales. Sold to Patty. What was I asking? 12, right? Yeah, $12. Thank you. And it's already back in its original box, so it's with the styrofoam and all that kind of stuff. So Thank you. Okay, get this off the screen. All right, toy. Let me bring the camera back up. So I know I've sold some. At least I sold one of these. I know in the past. These tech decks. I'm still getting used to this new camera. Okay. Tech deck toy. We're going to start this at. You caught up good. Oh, that's good. Okay. Tech deck toy. We're going to start this at $6. Oops. Ah. This is about half price of what I'm seeing them selling for, so I think you're giving you a good deal. I just don't want to have it in my storage anymore. So it's still in the original package, as you can see. What was the date on this? Let's see if you can see the date. These are all the different ones that they were doing for that particular tech deck. And somewhere on there, there's probably a date, but I don't see it. This goes back a few years. But anyway, there it is. I guess these were really popular for a while, and I don't know if they're still popular or not. I have not tried to find out. But there it is. And now I'll work on the next piece of jewelry. This next piece is going to be a brand new piece of jewelry. Taking it out of the package now. Wish I could get it out of the package. I'm stubborn. And I want to display it anyway here. So. Let's see what the length is on this one, out of curiosity. Well, before I put it up there, I'll leave that tech deck up for a minute. That way I can get the length on this appropriately. I might take measure. Yeah, I knew this was a lot longer. It's like 18. Okay, good. I'm going to get ready to display this, so hang on a moment. Give me a second. Oh, goodness gracious. My fingers are not working tonight. There we go. Okay, no interest in the tech deck, that's fine. We'll pass on that. Give me a minute to try and arrange this piece of jewelry to show. And we'll put it up now. And camera up and back. And so this is, I measured this 18 with the extension. So it can go 16 to 18. So, and so I'm going to call this the butterfly. Let's spell butterfly right. 2 T's in butterfly. Pendant. We'll start this at $8. It is gold tone. It has the I'm going to take it off of here so you can see it up close, and also you can see there's the original tag, the manufacturer still has that on there, and the hang tag with the manufacturer's name. And there's how it looks. That's the back, just in case you see it. There's the manufacturer's name on the back. Take this and lobster claw. And I guess you see the extender. So, oops, get that out of the way. Huh. Ah, not cooperating here with me. Just a second, let me get that out of the way. Keep sliding down my way. That's why I was trying to set it up off the side, because I knew it was going to do that. There we go. Yeah, kind of boho style, I would say. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I actually have and I think I showed this last week. Showed it last week. And it's a double chain, by the way, if you didn't notice. So the chain the gold tone chain is a double chain. So. So you can see it better here if I do this. Oh. Anyway, okay. Let me see here. Okay. Now I actually have a pair of. I think I did show these last week, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I did. I meant to look at my video to see if I did, but I have a pair of boho style. Well, some people call it boho style. Some call it Bali cut couture. I've seen a lot of different names for these types of earrings, but I think I showed them last week, but I can't recall. We'll show them again tonight just to make sure. Oops, I have to write this down too. I almost forgot about this. Okay. Okay, no interest in those. That's fine. Pass on those. And now for the next item is commonly considered a toy, but there are a huge amount of people out there collecting these marbles. Got a jar full of marbles. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not see your bid. I'll take that back. Okay, I'm going to just say sold. I'm not even going to go through that. Sold to butterfly pendant. Let me write it down. Butterfly pendant sold to Marlene for $8. Gotcha. Sorry. Okay. Watch that chat. Already write it down. There, written down. Okay. Thank you, by the way, if I didn't say it. Okay, so jar of marbles. I meant to count them, I forgot. Marbles. We were just at an antique place yesterday, not looking for stuff to resell by any means, but just because we like to shop these places, and there's a really good one in Essex Junction. And the guy was sweet, but not in a hurry. But anyway, when I was there shopping earlier for a gift for my wife for her birthday, I asked the woman, says, "Do you have any marbles?" And she said, "No." She said, "But if you know of any," she says, "I can sell them instantly." So I was like, wow, well, I have to have some, and these are the ones that we don't need, I guess is the best way to put it. There is a massive shooter in here. It's like a steel ball. There's a couple of shooters. There's at least 2, maybe 3 shooters in here. A bunch of cat's eyes. If you don't want the jar, I understand that. But we're going to start this at $25. And that is, I believe it or not, is a really good deal. So, like I said, my wife's a collector. These aren't ones that she collects. This is the best way to put it. It's sort of what you get. You get marbles of all sorts of types when you buy them, but these aren't the style she's looking for. But there they are. They're mostly cat's eyes, like you see, with a couple of nice shooters in there, and this one massive shooter on the bottom. I could guess there's probably at least 50 marbles in here. So, you know, I can count. I can't count it now, but I could. If you're curious, I can let you know at some point. But there are people out there that love marbles, and they still are kids that play with marbles, I guess. But that's what we have. If there's any interest at all. Let me see. I got to take care of this other item here that I just had. Where did I do the bag? There we go. And I don't want to forget Marlene's purchase here and get that written down and marked and all that kind of stuff. So I'll leave that up there for a minute. So, okay. Yeah, so take care of that. And that. And oh, right. And that goes up here too. Okay, I'll make sure I had that taken care of. There we go. Okay. So let's see what we're gonna do for jewelry next. Let's do this one. Let's do another ring. This is another brand new ring, but I have to take it off the package so I can put it on the mandrel. See what size it is. It looks small, so I'm going to think it is. It's got a marking. Let me just double check the marking on that. All these are up there for you to look at. Like I say, they're really nice marbles and they're in good condition. Oh, okay. Okay, it's bigger than I thought. All righty, well, no interest in the marbles. That's fine. We'll put those out there on eBay. They will sell. Okay, so another ring. This one is, where's the numbers here? Come on, I just had that on there. Yeah. This one's 6 3/4. And there's what it looks like. Get it to focus. Look at that. Hang on. Let me get that jar of marbles coming off of there. Yeah. And I'm going to put that on display. Now you've seen the size. And this is a very, this ring's got, I've never seen too many rings that do this kind of thing, but they have a little hang tag on them. Not tag, but a little thing that hangs from them. Okay, size 6.75. There's 3/4, 6 3/4 ring, silver tone, and I'm going to say that's some kind of crystal in it. So I don't know. I'm going to start this at $6. I think. All right. So let me take it off of there and put it on my finger so you can see better how it looks. And see, it's got the little leaf thing that hangs there. I know the light's kind of hitting it kind of funny. So let me see if I can get that to move the right way, or maybe just turn it around. So see, it's got a little leaf thing and then another little dangly thing with another little crystal in it hanging off the side. And it's just to give you a profile on it, so you can see that it's. There we go. Drop it. Good thing it's sturdy. There it is. Is there any interest in that? Excuse me. Another drink here. That is ring it as it is. I'm going to put it back on the stand so I can get ready for the next item. What are we going to do? Oh, geez, I forgot. I got a whole. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot these. I have a ton of these things. I'm going to show. Well, let's show you a couple. Oops. Let's see. We have a Patty and we have Marlene here, so we will try and give you something else. Let's see. Don't know. Sure, I have one. Oh well. Anyway, there is that ring, and we're going to pass on that, and I'm going to jump into. This is not jewelry, so I'm going to, like I said, I'm alternating between jewelry and other things, and just. I have some brand new. I guess we call them. I guess they're crossbody bags. That's what they are. And the drawback, I guess, is the way to put it, is that they have a monogram on them, and they're rather limited in what I have for monograms. But these are brand new. I'm going to show you one right now. Let me pass on this. And there's that. Take that off the screen. Up. Boom. Back up a little bit. Okay, so you can see the strap has still got this paper on it. It's a blue strap. The letter M still has the plastic on it. Still has the price on it. So I'm going to call this an E. I have different monogram ones, and they're different colors and different patterns. So I'll show you each of them. We'll go through each of them here as I have them. So this could take a little time. But we'll see here if there's any interest. Like, I need to know if there's any interest. I'm going to start these at $9. They're brand new. Okay. The original price, I think, was $25, and then marked down to the original price was $25, marked down to $18. From the original price. And I'm asking it for $9. And they're just with the paper inside. Like there's still a security tag in there in the paper. Zipper on the front. So, and the inside, I think, I don't even know what the inside has. The inside has another zipper. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. And like I say, there's the strap. And the manufacturer is Chateau International. Okay, so there it is. Can a phone fit? Well, my phone is there, and if you put it in the front. This is a Pixel Pro. It goes about that far, looks like. So the front pocket is only that deep, maybe 3 inches deep, 3 or 4 inches deep. A phone would definitely fit inside. So it's the paper in there. So obviously, I caused some of the problem. Let me pull the paper out so I can. If I take the paper out, my phone disappears in there. So yeah. So that's that. Like I said, I have others of these, so I'm just gonna do probably gonna do a buy it now. I think on most of these at $9. It's just quicker. I have so many of them, so I'm gonna say sold to Marlene for $9. Thank you. Now I do have other M ones, Marlene. So if you like one better than this one and you just want to swap, just put it in the chat. So okay. I don't think anybody out there was an L, but here's an L. Same deal. Same design, same manufacturer. New with tags. There's an L. I'm just gonna put it in the chat real quick here, buddy. Just so it's something. Oops. Capital L. Buy it now. $9. And if you want to buy it as a gift for somebody that's an L, like Laverne, for those that remember the Laverne and Shirley show, it's got to be old for that one, or unless you saw it in reruns. There was some debate on this one between my wife and I as to what letter this was supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure we'd ended up agreeing as to what it really is. So, okay, so we're going to letter I. I don't think so, but I'll look. I'm going to go through them each here. So there's the letter S. Let's see if I can cut and paste this in. S, sorry, R. What am I saying? Give me a second. I'm just going to do this so I can cut and paste. I got to type it in someplace. Okay. Well, there's the letter R one. I might go through what I have here. Okay. Oops. Letter S. And I tried to get as many different letters as I could. I had access to a whole bunch of these, but yeah, I wasn't the only one. I guess that's the way to put it. Okay, I'm just leaving it for long enough for the lag to catch up. And then the letter E. I am trying to watch the chat here at the same time, so. E, please. Okay, gotcha. You write it down. I better write it down so I don't forget. M, Marlene, E, Patty. Okay, I have the letter A. Okay. I did comp these out of curiosity, and I think I'm being pretty competitive here. So A is no interest. About J. I'm assuming it's J. I mean, I can still do cursive. Yeah, I have all the letters around I, but not I. And oops. H. And I think that's it for those. Let's see if I got. Now I do have. Oh, I take that back. I got 3 others. There were a lot of M's, but I did grab a couple of others, extra M's, because they. Well, we'll see. They're different. All right, so we'll get that out of there. And here's another M. And I've got 2 smaller ones. I guess you call them. Let me see what do they call them for my name. Okay, actually cut them. I don't know what they call them. Okay, and that one out there. And then I have 2 other wallet-sized pieces. This one's an L, and this one's an M. Brand new again. These are not crossbody bags, so I guess you would call them clutches. I'm going to call them a clutch. Does that sound good? Yeah, they're copy, I'm sure. Whatever. There's some brand out there. Clutch. Buy it now for choice. We'll say $6. There's an M and an L. And that is all of those. Any interest? Thank you for the purchases. And it was a rush through to get them all out there, but I got them out there. You saw them all. And if somebody watching this later says, hey, I want that, no, it's a buy it now. So just tell me you want it. No. So it's M's could stand for money, yeah. Yeah, I suppose. I do have one other bag, and it's a very unusual and also brand new, but it's not anything. No, we'll see. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna hide that, and we'll pull those. And thank you for everybody for purchases. We did try to pick out a variety of letters, so. I did, Patty, I did think of looking for a P. They just didn't have any. I really did try. So I have this huge bag. Let me see if I can zoom out. Nope, it's as far out as I can go. Okay. It's big. This thing's big. And it's got this clear panel on it. Looks like here. And I couldn't figure out what it was for until I looked who makes it. And you can just barely make out the name here. Well, now you can make it out really well on the camera. Mary Kay. Anybody interested in a Mary Kay? This is brand new. A little Mary Kay bag. I guess it's a sales bag. I say that because it looks like this front panel. It looks like you put, something in there to for sale. For your. Let me see if I can open the zipper here. I have not even tried to open this, so. Yeah, so this is, see, you could put, it must be to put a flyer or something like that in there. But would anybody be interested in something like this? I don't know if there's any Mary Kay folks out there, but it's a Mary Kay bag. What did I just do? Oh, okay. I'm just going to start this at $5. Anybody interested for it for $5? Like I said, it's a big tote. Essentially, is what it is. It's got a zippered top here with a double zipper. I guess. Yeah, double zipper. I don't know why it's a double zipper, but it's a double zipper. It's just a one zipper opening on the top to the inside of the bag. Let me show you the inside. And this big double straps. So, why does it open? It looks like, I want to say the bottom, this is the bottom. So, let's get a tape measure. Make sure I'm right up here. The bottom is about 4 inches across. I'm trying to measure it at the seam here. Yeah, almost 4.5 inches across at the bottom. So you see the bottom here, it's kind of folded right now, but you can see how it opens up there, and that's about 4.5 inches across there. And the side, you can see the side also. It's brand new, so it's all creased up, right? So I would say, yeah, it opens up pretty high, but it's only got the one big flap on the top, and still has that little silica pack on the inside. I'm feeling around to see if there's any. There's a hard. Oh, I see it. I feel it. there's a hard bottom piece that goes in the bottom. Keep it from, there we go. Like that. Back up again. So you can see. So I see Patty at 5. So yeah, it says 5 when I measure it this way. So it's got like a hard insert, like a cardboard or maybe plastic insert on the bottom. I just pushed into it to make it stay like that. So, but yeah, cool. Alrighty, I'm gonna write you down for Mary Kay bag for 5, and I'll fold it back up, of course. So, yeah. If you're a salesperson, or if you're doing something other than Mary Kay, but why not? Thank you. I thought it was kind of unique, and I can't believe that anybody didn't want it. A brand new bag like that. They didn't. So they're still in the plastic. You can hear me put it back in the plastic bag. So, cool. Okay. Jewelry. Let's see, where was I? Oh, there's my box. Let's see. We've been doing mostly necklaces. What time we got here? 10 o'clock. I'm gonna keep going. Got a really pretty ring. I think I'll do another. No, we just did a ring. Let's do another earrings. We've done earrings. Oh, no. Take that back. I have an earring and necklace set. And they have a little amethyst type pieces on them, and then acrylic. Let me get the thing set up so it's on the board. Display. Oh, I'll give you the length here too in a minute. I'm going to guess it's 18. Let me confirm that. But I think that's what it's going to be. Oh, 16. Huh. Okay. It is 16. Sometimes I can guess right, and sometimes I'm way off. All right. I'm going to put this on the board first. Show you the necklace first. It's not on the board. It's not on it very straight, is it? There. Okay, so there's that part. Now what do I do with the earrings? Just had them in my hand. There we go. No problem. Oh, there. So I have the earrings. Let me put them on. Where's my little display? There it is right there for me. Okay. So there's the necklace and earrings set. So and I'm going to start this at, what did you say, $12. And we'll show it up close here in a second. Let's do the earrings first, because that's easier. So they are separate hooks earrings. They're still taped to the card. I don't think these, I can't say if this is new or no, I don't think this is new. I know where I got it now. I have to think where I got it. Come on, focus. So it looks like an amethyst little bead on there. I don't know if it is or not. I can't tell for sure. Oh, come on. Focus. Okay, so it gives you the earring, and you can see, unless I don't have to mess with it too much, I can just zoom in. So these are not stone, just so you know. They're acrylic, I think. All the silver tone pieces here, but the beads seem to be cold to the touch. So little tiny beads that are in there. And it's a silver tone necklace. So I'll just show you the details of it now. And it's 16-inch. There's the clasp, and there's the marking on it that says SAO. I don't know if I can get it to float on the camera there, but there it is anyway. And the lobster claw. So this is silver tone. I don't think it's silver. But, oops, and now I got it off screen here. Let me cover it up with the text. There we go. Any interest in that? I didn't. I grab another sip of water. Fix another problem. Okay. And trying to decide what to do after this. So I have more toys, but I didn't think there's any interest in toys tonight, so we'll skip that. And I do have another thing of marbles that are different, but I have no interest in the marbles, so that's fine. Oh, that's what I was going to do next. Okay. Okay. And I was just got a text with it. I thought it was something critical, but it's not. So, see, most people I know don't bother to text me. I'm doing this, but okay. No interest in the necklace. Can't talk tonight. No interest in necklace and earring set. That's fine. You just put those away. We're gonna stick with some jewelry, I guess, for now. I don't think I'm missing anything else I want to do that wasn't jewelry other than the toys. And I guess I didn't seem to be interested in the toys, so we will forego that. Okay, I think I showed these last week. And I apologize if that's true. I just don't remember. I think I did. But these earrings on the new camera made me look better. I don't know. These are, I should tell you. I'll put them on and then I'll tell you what they're marked. These are sterling and gold. Okay. And they are Bali Couture sterling silver 18K large circle drop French wire earrings. I know it's a long description, so I'm going to keep that brief in here. I'm just going to say silver 18K earrings. We're going to start these at 25. Okay, and the gold in there is, let me see if I can find something that's skinnier than my finger to point with. Is these little bead right there? They're gold or gold plated on the side there. So there's not a lot of gold. So they are marked. And let me tell you what the markings is. Let me get my loop out because it's really tiny markings on there. So it says DS1D 925 18K. Okay. And I'm going to show you the thing up close, because that's where you can really see where the gold is. Those two little gold dots. Okay, so it's not like it's a lot of gold, but it is there, and it is marked on the back. I think you might be able to see that on camera, actually, if it focuses. It may not. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool, huh? I think I showed these last week. I can't, I wasn't 100% sure. So I did see these out on eBay for more, a lot more. Don't know if they sold or not, because the listing ended. So I have to go do a little research and see if they sold. But it is interesting. There are, that somebody had something very, very similar to these out there. But, oh, hey, Kelly. Nice to see you. So I see Kelly at 25. Excuse me, grab another drink of water here. You'll say going once, going twice. Last call. Sold to Kelly for 25. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you'll love them. They do need. I would say I did try to clean it. You can see one looks a little cleaner than the other. I didn't try to clean them. I'll leave that to you. But let me write that down so I don't forget. Molly Couture earrings. Kelly. Okay. And I had a little bag of those in. What did I do with it? Nope, that's not it. We'll get them in a safe place here. Okay. More. Let's do another little ring. Get them out of the bag. Sometimes these little plastic bags can be such a pain to open. And I know there's supposedly a good hack for how to get them open easily, but it doesn't seem to work for me. Second one, we won't get that one. We'll do something else. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. I can open this bag. All right. A brand new necklace with what looks like, I want to call it a moonstone, but I'm not sure. On leather. Let me set it up here, and I'll put it on a board so you can see it hanging properly. Oh, come on. It's funny, my wife has me help her sometimes with certain earrings, and it's like, I'm not much better at it than you are anymore. Okay, so let me get that on the screen. Okay, so this looks like it's on leather, and I'd say this is a pretty long necklace. I'll give you the length here in a minute. It's actually, I'm actually got it hanging, I think, including the extension. It kind of, I'm going to call it it sort of looks. Oh, yeah, sure, Kelly. I'll write it down now. Metal laundry sign. I don't remember what I was asking. I'll have to look. That's way back at the beginning. It did not sell. Let me see if I can get back to the $5. Yep. Okay. Let me write it down in the chat just so I have it recorded. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Yeah. So this one. So it definitely feels cold to the touch. It's not silver, silver tone, but I'm going to call it moonstone because it looks like moonstone, but I'm not sure it is for sure. I'm going to say moonstone-like pendant for $6. So starting bid for $6. Oh, man, I can't type them. All of a sudden my typing went to the heck. Okay, and I think this is a really long leather. And I mentioned before, I can put these on silver, but it would, for $1 or $2 more. But let me see. Let me get the length on this. And that's going to be with the extension. So yeah, 18. I was right. 18 with the extension. So let me bring it up close here so you can see it. Oops. Back that way. It's got a good sized bail on it. It's just kind of nice. So you can, put whatever you want for a chain on it if you want to change it. Nice filigree like the one I showed earlier. Here's the back. Didn't see any kind of markings on it. It's a little bit, as you can see, it's got a little bit. It's really interesting. I have this on 2 different screens. The one that shows my immediate thing, and the one that shows the delayed one that you guys see. And it looks a little better on the other screen than it does here. But there is a slight tinge to it. Not much. Maybe very, very, I would call it almost a washed out pink, but not quite. But anyway, that's that. Let me move that up there for a minute. Oh, I see Patty at 6. Let's see, going once. Going twice. Last call. And sold to Patty for $6. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Writing that down. And the bag, I put that in. Put your name on it. I just had that. Oh, that's probably in the bag, in the box. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's next here. Oh yeah, let's see, trying to get this stupid ring. Let me try again. I can't get it out of the bag. There we go. Now I got this one's I think tiny, fairly tiny. I don't know. It's close to a 7, almost a 7. Focus now, come on. There we go. So it's just a hair above the 7 mark. And it's got a cute little turquoise stone in it. And it is not marked, I don't think. It's not silver. It's definitely not silver, but it is definitely silver tone, but it's turquoise. And you just put it on the display here so I can type. There we go. Let's see if I can spell it. Turquoise. No, that isn't right. Oh, that's because I misspelled it. We'll start this one at, what did she want? 7. So, again, see it's about a size 7. I'll put it on my fingers to get a better look at it. See the profile. That's my pinky, and it won't fit on my pinky. Yeah, I got big fingers. What did I say? If there's any interest in that, I'm just going to put it up on the screen. Look at that. Hope everybody's doing well. It's late in the evening to me. Maybe not to you where you are, depending on what time zone you're in. Things like my new camera and sound are working pretty well tonight, so I'm pretty happy. Didn't spend a lot of money. I managed to catch a good deal on the camera from, of all places, Walmart. So I'm happy. I'm going to set up the next item while that's on there. And this is that ring, I think, might have been new as well. I don't believe that's a used one. I think it was new. A lot of the jewelry tonight has been new. And this next piece I'm going to show is as well. I'm trying to get it out of the packaging. Like I said, I have more toys to show if anybody's interested in toys, but and more marbles if anybody wants marbles. I'm just trying to get a look on this necklace before I show it. Oh, it's now this style. Okay. I've had some different styles tonight, that's for sure. Let me see if I can extend this. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this other necklace set up and it's not cooperating here. I think it's the hanging on the display card that it's on is give me a hard time. There we go. Okay, now we can hook it up. Yeah, we're in for a snowstorm tomorrow, I guess. Nothing major, but nothing we can't handle. The skiers got to be happy this year. The mountains have gotten clouded up here in Vermont with snow. Yeah, that's better. Okay, now if I can just get this to display the way I want it to, I'll be happy. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to get this set up on this display so we can see how it hangs. I think it's important to see how a necklace hangs, right? So, there's no interest in the ring. Oh, sure, Kelly. Yeah, I'll write that down. That's okay. No problem, Kelly. I got it. I'm writing it down now. Doggy dispenser. Well, it's a deer, actually, I think. But I just call it a candy dispenser. Let me go scroll back and see. I think I was asking. I don't think I was asking a lot for it. Oh my. I'm looking back. Okay, that should be right about there. I thought. Well, I'll look at it. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm going back on the comments, but I'll write it down and we'll figure it out. Not worry about it. Okay. Oh, got a good cup of tea there. Okay, I got you written down, Kelly, so don't worry about it. I'll look it up in a bit here. Okay, let's get off the screen here. We've had way up there too long. Let's get that out of there. And let's bring the camera up. Again. Brand new necklace. I'm trying to, you can see I was just trying to get, I did it to myself already. I was just trying to get the hang on my display board properly, and I messed it up already. Brand new necklace. Come on. There we go. I shouldn't have touched it. I should have just left it alone. I was trying to straighten it up. It is about, I'm going to say it's about 16 inches, I think. And that's with the extension. Okay. Bring the camera up a little bit and zoom in so you can see the base of it. So you can see it's kind of greenish crystals in there and greenish whatever in there, and that little across that little bar. So I'm going to call it the bar necklace with green. We'll start this at, oh gosh, I think that's just saying, I think most of these I was doing right around $8. No, this is Pilgrim. The brand is Pilgrim. I'll show you it still has the original tag and the display. And somewhere on here it says Pilgrim. There's the Danish design on one side and Pilgrim on the other. It is a Danish design. Like I say, it's brand new. I had to take it out of the bag, out of the seal, out of the pouch. And I think I measured it. Well, let me do it again. See if I can measure it again. Now that I put the extension on it. What did I do with it? Sorry. There it is. So looks like it's about 7.5, probably closer to 8. So yeah, 16 with the extension. So Kelly 8. Kelly was first. Okay, I'm going to see you're out, Melanie. Okay, so we're going to say going once, going twice. Last call. Sold to Kelly for $8. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pilgrim. Thank you. Alrighty. if anybody'd be interested in stuff like this, but I'll put it up there anyway. I think it might be good against that white background, so let me just do it that way. Get this mandrel out of the way. Let me zoom out. So this is a nice little glass. I won't call it a sculpture, but it's flat on the back and looks like an angel over a child, I guess. I don't think we go with the light background or the dark background. I guess it doesn't really matter. I was just trying to get some contrast in there. We can do it that way, I think, just as well. I'm just going to call this the Glass Angel. And we'll start this at I don't know, $7. Does that sound reasonable? I had really no idea. I didn't even try to look this one up. I just something I had. If anybody's interested, it gives me a minute to go through my jewelry here and decide what to do next. Yeah, do these. Okay. Gives me a chance now to work through this. There we go. All right, I was just going to put that up there temporarily, see if it's interested, but nobody jumping on it real quick. So I'm going to pass real quick, and we will set that aside. And how about we do some earrings? Oh, perfect. I think they're cold. The beads are definitely cold. I'm going to say they look to me like sodalite. So, not silver. I can't say that the air wires are silver. I don't know for sure. I don't think they are. At best they could be silver plated, but I don't think they're that either. So I'm just going to call these sodalite earrings, and we'll start these at $5. If there's any interest. They look like they're about, roughly an inch. The 3 beads are roughly an inch long. Oh, and the Tech Deck. Yep, sure. No, neither one of them sold. They're yours. I'll write it down. I'll put it down. I'll put it in the chat here. Just so it's official. And you write it down too. I just gotta look it up. I don't remember what I listed them for. Let's go back and look. I didn't write it down. But that's what the videos are for. Okay. These are also new earrings, by the way. I had taken out of the bag, out of the packaging. So these are new. I'm trying to set up the next one. Oh my. Okay. All right. Set this aside. I'm going to put that up there. Yeah. Okay. We will pass on these. Okay. And with another necklace that is in the same. Oh, come on now. Zoom in there. Okay, so this looks like it's about. I'm gonna say I think it was 14 inches, but it has a 2-inch extender. So. And it's green. Again, a lot of green here on this one. A little bit of red too, it looks like. I'm going to call it a circle necklace. And we're starting this one at $8. Like that. Oh, I forgot about this one. I should have had another one. Another necklace. I also got that one. Okay. Kelly. I see Kelly at 8. Thank you, Kelly. Put the screen. Put it on the screen. Let's do that now. So going once. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Going once. Twice. Last call. Sorry, got a lozenge in my mouth. I hope not making too much noise because of that. Sold to Kelly. $4. Well, what am I doing, by the way? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I have. Maybe I'll do it. I have one. I did have one piece of clothing. I almost forgot about it. I had it off to the side, so I didn't think of it. Brand new pair of jeans. I'll show you in a minute. If there's any interest at all, I'm not going to belabor it too much, but I did want to put it out there. My wife did ask me, so I said I would do it. I'm just trying to take care of Kelly here. Right on the bag so I don't forget. Right there with my marker. Okay. I got one really interesting ring. I guess they call it statement rings. So let me get my mandrel here, and I'll give you the size. Okay, it looks like it falls right at the 6 mark. So you can see it's a size 6. And you can see the finish there. And it's kind of like a, I want to call it, it looks a little more yellow on my screen, but it's actually closer to an amber color, I think. And so I'm going to call this a size 6. Oops. I don't know. Oh, I see what I did. Size 6 statement ring for $6. $6? Yeah, $6. I think that's a good place to start. And I'll put it on my finger and give you a better look, closer look at it. See how it looks. there it is. And like I said, to me, I'm looking at it under a different light than you guys are, but it looks less yellow than it does amber. Maybe. Let me see if it was, that didn't help. Okay. I see color at 6. So we'll see going once. Going twice. Oops, I moved again. Going once. Keep typing it in one spot and typing it in the wrong spot and typing it. Going twice. Last call. Okay, we write that down. Thank you, Kelly. Let me put that with your other stuff. I showed that already. Oh, I had one more ring. That's right. I forgot what I did with it. And that's the one I showed. Where's that other one? I had 2 rings. Oh, let's do this other necklace. And then I'll see if I can find a ring while I'm showing this necklace. So this necklace is a piece of sea glass. The chain it's on is not what it sure looks like. I think it's silver plate. That's what I'm going to say. I think that's what it is. Now I got to find the board I had to show it on. Oh, covered it up. This looks like about a. Oh, let me get the length before I do that. Yeah, it looks like to be about 16. Yep. So 16-inch chain. I could put an 18-inch chain on, I guess. Somebody really, really needed it. Let's just try and get the display properly here. It, I think, is wrapped in silver wire. And so it's a combination of 3 different items. And I'm going to zoom in here so you can see it. It's on a silver, like I say, a silver tone or a silver plated chain. As far as I can zoom. And you can see it's got a cross, and it's got some little pearl-like beads, and the bigger piece in the back of it is sea glass. And then on top of that sea glass is another piece of yellow, and I'll show you up close. And then I don't know what to even ask for this thing. Let me put it down for a second. Get a closer look if you can see. I'm gonna, I don't know. I really don't know what to start this at. Let's start this at $9. You're familiar with sea glass? Sea glass is, you find it on beaches. It's broken bottles that get the glass gets polished by the wave action and stuff. So you can see there's the front of it. There's the sea glass on the back. Color is the key when it comes to sea glass. Brown is extremely common. So is green. What's rare is blue and red and purple. You think about glass bottles, that are thrown overboard. Beer bottles are the most common thing, hence the green and the brown and clear. But anything with a lot of color to it. And this one's got some color to it, so I don't think it's, it's not brown, it's not green. So and I don't know what the yellow is. It's another. It looks like that Croat glass, to me. And then the little cross and everything just wire wrapped. Yeah. There's we go to Canada. We've gone to Canada several times in the past few years, and we collect sea glass. And there's a jeweler up there that actually makes this we'll take your sea glass and make jewelry out of it for you for reasonable fee, actually, pretty reasonable. But this is not where this came from. I don't even know where this came from, to be honest. I don't even remember where I got it. So, but I see Kelly at 9. But yeah, it's interesting. You can get any coastal, because it's the wave action, right, that creates it. Now there are people out there creating fake sea glass, where they break up glass and they put it in tumblers, like you do with stone, with polished stone. So, yeah. But this one looks pretty authentic. There are ways of telling the difference. But I see that, and so we'll say going once. Whoops, I did it again to myself. Knock that thing out. Going once. Going twice. Last column. And sold to Kelly for $9. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. That's a nice, delicate little chain that comes with you. That's one of those serpentine type chains that it's on. So I put that in your pile of stuff. And write that down. Okay, I'm running out of stuff that I planned for tonight. I've got one other item, and this is where I'm going to ask you guys for feedback on. I originally thought this was an anklet, and I don't know. Is it a bracelet? Is it an anklet? I don't know. I'm going to play it. I got to lay it on. I got to lay it out here, and then you can tell me. Okay, let me back out a little bit. Camera out. So it looks, it is hooked. So let me give you the length. While I'm working on this and getting length, you can, I don't want to lose the pieces off of it, so I'm going to be careful here. It's on a cord, not leather. The overall length with the chain is 10 inches. So that's pretty long for a bracelet, right? So, yeah, rehook it here. And at first I thought maybe they made a mistake on this thing. It's got a skull and thing with a crystal. Well, the skull has a crystal in it too, pink. And come on, lay down there. I got it upside down. Hang on. There. So it's got 3 things on it. It's got the pink bead in the skull, a little pink bead in the center of the skull, and then just a silver bead. It's an anklet. Okay. So I'm going to call it an anklet. I have no idea what to ask for something like this. So I'm going to just start this at $5. I don't even know where I got it. 10 inches long. So too short to be 10 inches. 10 inches is no way he's going to be a choker. But 10 inches, it seemed to be too long for a bracelet. So, and I wondered at first, maybe there's a mistake here. Maybe the hook was supposed to be on this end, and you use the chain to change the length. I think you could do that. It would be easy enough to do, to change it so that the hook is on this end, and then the chain, then you hook onto anywhere you want on the chain. That's very easy to do. So, oh, hey, Pamela. I do, Pamela. Yes. I don't recognize your name, but that's okay. Let me write your name down here. If you email me, it's on the bottom of the screen there. If I don't have it, 7. Yep. Turquoise ring, Pamela. Gotcha. Okay. And the anklet, let's see, we just say going once. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Kelly for $5. Thank you, Kelly. Let me write that down. Okay, and okay, let me put the sold turquoise. I'm misspelling turquoise here for some reason. Oh, there we go. Bring to Pamela for $7. Just I want to make it official. Put it in the chat, right? So, okay. So, yeah. So, Pamela, I don't remember. Maybe I do have you in the system, but I don't recognize. Now that everybody's using your YouTube @ thing, I probably have seen you before, but I don't know for sure. So just email me, please. I think it's on the bottom of the screen there. I appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, where was I? Oh, there was one other thing I thought I had. No, I don't know what to do with it. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah. Grab that tech deck. Put the tech deck over there for you. Get that. And the candy dispenser. And I was looking at what I did last. What did I show these? Some of these I showed last week, and some of these I didn't. And I don't remember which is which. So you're gonna have to bear with me on some of this. I didn't show these last week. I'm pretty sure of that. I think. Maybe not. Oh, no, I did. I think I did. I did it back. There's some stuff I showed last week, and I just don't remember. No, did. Okay. Well, those I saw. I remember those. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. I did have some of these a few auctions ago, and I turned out I had a couple more. So I'm gonna. Oh, and the pair of jeans. Shoot, I almost forgot. My wife did ask me to try and sell these, so these are brand new. What brand is this? Brand new Nicole Miller jeans, size 16. Let me bring the camera here and zoom back out. So you're not seeing so much of it. All you're seeing is material here. So these are brand new with tag. I'm just going to drape them like this so you can kind of see the material. These are brand new jeans with tag. Still there. Size 6. Nicole by Nicole Miller. New Romantic. It's called Noir Speckle. And you can sort of see the speckles in the material. And I can see this size. I think it says 16. Yeah. 16. So, yeah, thanks, Pamela. Appreciate that. So, Nicole, what did I say? Nicole Miller? Is that what I said the name was? Yeah. Miller, size 16, brand new with tags. Start these at $8. So, I think she paid, it doesn't have a sticker on there. I think it was one of those things that had a sticker on there or whatever. But they are brand new. She never wore them. It just didn't work for her. So, and it's a straight cuff, not a. So, couldn't tell you I just can tell you it's a size 16. That's all I know. Anyway. Alrighty, there's that, and then there's one other item I wanted to show, which I'm taking out now. Okay, no interest in that. That's fine. We'll pass on that. I just want to put it out there. I'm just going to throw it out there on eBay probably, or Poshmark or whatever. So, but okay. But I did want to kind of throw it out there quick. And then the other thing I have is these are, and I had, for those that have watched my auction before, I had some of these for sale before. I had sold a bunch of them. Turned out I had two more pair. Well, I had the pair that I opened the box. The other box I have is brand new, never been opened. So I have two pair. And they're shears. They're made by a company called Chopstick and Succulents. They're used for trimming like bonsai trees, that kind of thing. And so, and oops, what did I do wrong here? Oh shoot, typing the wrong place again. I'm gonna do a buy it now. $7. Oh. And this, obviously, you'll get the one that's already opened but never used. Yeah, these run about 14 to 20, I guess, depending where you look, something like that. And you can see that, the names on there. These are extremely sharp. I couldn't get over how sharp these are. It don't focus on the name, but anyway, the name just says. It just has the name of the company on it. Oh, I'm not gonna focus. Huh. Anyway, so yeah, these are really nice. Brand new, and this is open box. So Kelly at $7. Anybody else want the other pair? Going once, going twice. Okay, sold. Okay. No, it's fine now. So sold anyway. Here's the first one in there. Okay. Yeah, we bought a bunch of these, gave them to my granddaughter and daughters, so they all have they can do all their trimming. Okay, thank you. Well, we see how the new people, they maybe didn't see everything, but I had a jar of scissors. Now I've got a mixed bag of 151 vintage marbles. I think there's a couple shooters in there, but I can't guarantee it for sure. Yeah, sure. Hang on, I'll put it in the chat. It's my last name and my initials, GJ, at yahoo.com. Okay, so 151 vintage marbles, and this is I'm going to start this at $35. Oops, almost typed it wrong here. 35. Ah, thank you. Nope, let me get rid of that comment. And sorry, it was 35, Kelly. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be 35. There's a typo on my part, but yes, that's a good deal. You probably missed the story I was telling you earlier, Kelly, because you joined later. But we were at one of our favorite antique shops lately, and I actually gone in there about a week or so ago because my wife collects certain marbles. Not, there are some good ones in here, but I went into this place and I asked her if they have any marbles because she's looking for some particular vintage ones, and the woman says, no, we can't keep them on the shelves. They sell as soon as I get them in here, they're gone. I said, really? Wow. I didn't realize that was a big deal. And my wife said, oh gosh, yes. Some of these marbles go for lots and lots of money. So, but so she went through these. There's some good stuff in here, she said. So, but I don't know if there's any iridescent ones that react to black light or anything. I can't say that for sure, but anyway. But she did say there's some really good ones and vintage ones in here. So going twice. Like I said, Bree's kind of has certain ones that she really likes to collect. She has some really old clay marbles, for example, which are really cool. So typed 30, almost typed it wrong again. Sold to Kelly for 35. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for understanding. Okay. Thank you. It's a bit of look your stuff. And let me see if there's anything else I'm forgetting. I thought I had one more ring, and I can't figure out what I did with it. I must have shuffled it off to the side somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's underneath something else. That's the one. Let me just check my loop again here real quick. I had another gold and another ring that's yeah, there's a lot of people that collect them, and it's not just for kids anymore. All right, let's see if I can read this one and tell you what it says. Okay, I'm going to read this from my loop here. It says 14K THGE, and then it's got a little emblem next to it, a little diamond, and LIND. Okay? No, what did I do with mandrel? All right, last, and this is going to be the last, I think, thing for the night for me. But this is a size 7 3/4, it looks like. The numbers there. Why is it? Let me get this to. There, is that focusing at all? Come on. Be good to me here. Looks like 7 3/4. And there it is. I think that's I want to say that's either, it could be a cubic zirconia in there, but I'm not sure. But that's the ring. I'm going to put it on my finger so you can get a better look at the stone. And then I want to put it on the display so I can type in the script, the thing here. What did I say? Let me look. No, I've forgotten already what it says. $14K. Right. So I want to make sure I said it right. Oops, type. And so I said 7 3/4, 14K, HG, and then it says a LIND in there for some reason. Ring. I don't know what the stone is. I don't have a precision to test it. It could be cubic zirconia. It could be just a crystal. I'm guessing cubic zirconia. We'll start this at, I don't know, $10. That's pretty good for a gold-plated ring, right? You can see the markings in there where I'm holding it. Is any interest? I do like this camera. I can zoom in, which is really nice. Okay. And I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I've already been at this for 3 hours, so it's about all I can handle. It's not the talking. It's not anything else. It's the sitting for this long. Let me check this other ring I had. Let me see if I something I want to do tonight. No. Nope, I'm going to hold off on that one. I got a ring. I see Kelly at 10. It's late for me. I can handle it. Not like I did 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago when I was with Kim on one of her late night ones, and we went till 2 a.m. Oh my gosh! And then even after we were done at 2 o'clock, we stopped the auction, but then we talked for another hour, which was fun. I enjoyed that. So. Okay, we're gonna say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold to Kelly for $10. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me write that down before I forget. Now I'll look up the prices on the other two items, Kelly, and whatever I had in the chat is what you'll get them for. So. Yes, Kim is trying early auctions too. She's been doing 5 o'clock, I think, on Sundays. So, and I enjoy her auctions. I really do. So, I just was looking at this ring and I said, I wonder what this ring is. And you can see this ring? It's marked 14K. So I was like, I don't think we'll put this up on auction. I gotta measure it and see how much it weighs. With what is it, 5,000 now? 5,000 an ounce now. I forget what it goes per gram, but yeah, I didn't realize it was a gold ring. I thought it was a gold-plated ring. So, alrighty, we're all done here. Let's do this. As I usually do at the end, I usually like to switch and just say hello, especially to the new folks. Yeah, I'm an old guy. So, what can I say? But, oops, let me get rid of that message on the screen. Yes, and so Pamela, I'm up in northwest Vermont here, about an hour from the border to Canada, about 2 hours to Montreal, about 35-40 minutes to Lake Champlain. Can see Mount Mansfield from my house. Yep. So, yep, all kinds of fun. But I'm thinking about sticking with Thursdays. I really am. I think I started early today at 8 o'clock just to see what would happen. Turns out I'm better off waiting till later, it looks like. So that's okay. I will do that. I may still continue to start at 8 o'clock. We'll see. I'm also toying with the idea of doing Sunday evenings. We'll see about that too. That'll be early. That'll be really early if I do that. It'll be 5 o'clock on Sunday. I have tons and tons and tons of stuff. Again, for Pamela and anybody else that's new that maybe just lurking out there, I have, you name it, and I probably have it. I have albums, I have comic books, I have ephemera, I have puzzles, I have exquisite glassware. I actually almost was going to bring some. I had some Fire King stuff tonight I was going to show, and I had some Fiesta ware. I've got Francesca ware. I've got toys, dolls. I got HO train stuff. You name it, I got it. So pretty near. So yeah, it's fun stuff. Yes, Kelly, I could do that. Make me an offer, and I'll consider that. Sure. Yeah. You can send me a note on the marble, all the marbles, the ones in the jar, the cat's eyes. Yeah, sure. Just let me know. But anyway, sorry, I'm just trying to. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So if you see anything, of course, you hear of anything. I've got more silver stuff I didn't even show tonight. I think I showed these before. Hang on, let me grab the other thing. I've got a. I haven't priced this one. That's why I haven't shown it tonight. I don't really know what to ask for it yet. It is a pair of earrings. Oops, I'm upside down here. I know what the original price was on these. I think they were originally from, I want to say, like at one of the one of the big stores like Kohl's or J.C. Penney or someplace like that, probably. Those are silver. Simulated diamond, for example. I have those. So I know what the original price is on them. Like, it's on the back of the box, but yeah. So yeah, sure. Okay. Do you want the jar? Yeah, it's real silver. Yeah. Just let me know if you want the jar, Kelly, and then if you don't want it, it's not a problem. I'll bag them up in something. I'll put them in a cloth bag. Yeah, they'll show those next week or next time, whenever that comes. So, but, yep. Okay. Well, I gotta go walk the doggies, and okay, no problem. I'll do. Trust me, I put triple layer bubble wrap. So, alrighty, everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. I hope. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and appreciate that. And let your friends know, of course. And that's it. Good night.